Coming up on the season's first edition of Wolfpack All Access, the Jeff Choate era is off and running as the Nevada football team kicks off its 2024 campaign, welcoming a tough SMU team to Mackey Stadium. It is year 2 under Vanessa Valentine for Wolfpack soccer, and the ladies have started the season off with a bang. We'll hear from the squad as it looks to reach new heights. And as another season of Wolfpack sports arrives, we sit down with Nevada Athletics Director Stephanie Rempe to talk this year and beyond for the Silver and Blue. Hey there, friends, and welcome to the season's debut installment of Wolfpack All Access presented by Champion Chevrolet. I'm your host this week, Mike Stephenson. When Jeff Choate was hired in December, he inherited a football program boasting just 4 wins over the past 2 seasons. With his work cut out for him, Choate quickly proclaimed it would not be a rebuild, but rather a launch. The countdown to Game 1 has been completed, with Nevada's season opener bringing a very talented SMU team to Mackey Stadium as the Wolfpack and the Mustangs, old Western Athletic Conference foes, matched up for the first time in 15 years. Nevada Sportsnet's Shannon Kelly has the highlights from Game 1 of the Jeff Choate era.
The Pack's 4 captains for Saturday's game taking the field, a group that includes starting quarterback Brendan Lewis. Late first quarter, the Mustangs with an early special teams miscue. A bad snap leads to Nevada's Caden Johnson and Tongiaki Matialona recovering the ball inside the red zone. Lewis connects with tight end Jace Henry, the Alaska native, securing the Pack's first touchdown of the season. It's 7-0. Mustangs next possession starts off at SMU's 49, and they keep moving the chains as LJ Johnson Jr. would nail a 1-yard run to make it a tie game. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Texas native Brendan Lewis using his legs for a big first down. Then Lewis would connect with Cortez Bram Jr. this time. The West Virginia transfer holds in a touchdown as the Pack take a 17-10 lead at halftime. How about running back Savion Red hyping up the crowd? Yeah, hyping up the crowd before he goes in to score on the Wildcat. The Texas transfer making his presence known. It's 24-13. But here come the Mustangs. Brashard Smith runs it in from 4 yards out, and SMU completes the 2-point conversion. So Nevada's lead in the fourth quarter is slim. It's 24-21. Then a bobble on the kickoff return would pin Nevada near SMU's end zone, and a safety for the Mustangs pulls SMU within a point. Under 2 minutes to play now. Preston Stone throws a beauty to RJ Maryland as Nevada falls just shy of upsetting SMU 29-24 in their final.
And with that, the season is a go. We have more game coverage over at nevadasportsnet.com. Coming up next, we got to hear from the head man. I'll sit down with Jeff Choate, his thoughts on Game 1 and what is to come for Wolfpack football. That's next on Wolfpack All Access, presented by Champion Chevrolet.
Lewis takes the snap, looks left, fires left, caught. Henry leaps into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada. Jace Henry, the tight end, from 5 yards out. And Nevada draws first blood at 1:07 in the first quarter.
Welcome back to Wolfpack All Access, presented by Champion Chevrolet. The first 60 minutes of the Jeff Choate era in the books as Coach joins us now. You've had a night to digest this one. How's it sitting with you now?
Yeah, still have a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. I mean, you don't get very many opportunities like that. That's I'm really proud of the way our guys competed for sure. But, you know, I woke up this morning thinking about, okay, how many times are we going to have a Power 5 opponent on our place backed into a corner and we kind of let them off the hook? And, you know, I feel bad for our guys, man. Our staff, I thought there were some things going into this, Mike, that we had to do. One of them was win the time of possession. They had 69 plays. We definitely won the time of possession. We won the turnover margin. I think those were we tackled much better than I thought we would in a first game scenario. And so a lot of the things that we talked about going into the game, making them earn it, not giving them a bunch of explosive plays because they kind of thrive on that, holding the ball, being patient, moving the chains. Our guys executed the game plan to a T how we needed to be able to have a chance to win this game. And, you know, just one too many mistakes down the stretch.
You led with that in your post-game remarks, that you really just felt for the guys because they've bought into what you've been selling them and they put that out there on the field. What was your message to them immediately afterward?
I told them we'd bury the old Nevada tonight, and we've got to make dang sure that we don't let SMU beat us twice. We've got another 11-win team that we're going on the road to play in Troy, and we got to turn the page quickly. But I think these guys understand that if they operate and do the things that we ask them to do, the way we want them to do it, that there's an opportunity for this team to make some noise.
You said this would be an observation game for you, game 1 of 13 of this season. I guess, what did you observe that was good, and what did you observe that you got to go back to the drawing board on?
I love the physicality that we played with on defense. Our guys flew around. We can play sticky coverage in the back end. I mean, I think we've got a number of DBs that are capable of doing that. Offensively, I thought our offensive line, that was a very, very good defensive line. That's kind of an underrated thing. We gave up 1 sack. And so our guys fought. The Union fought. And it's not always going to be perfect. That's a hard job. Their confidence was high. They felt like, hey, we can do this. And certainly going into the game, especially guys that have been in this program for a couple of years, maybe they didn't know if they could do it.
Run the damn ball, you said in your opening press conference. 43 runs to 28 passes. Is that about where you want to be?
I don't know. I mean, I think I'd probably like to be a little bit more balanced. Given the way the game played out and kind of what our plan was to make sure that we did not give them a bunch. We wanted to. Going into this thing, I wanted 150 rushing yards. I wanted to win the time of possession. I wanted to win the turnover margin. I felt if we did those 3 things, that'd be a good recipe for us to win the game, and we clearly had an opportunity to do that.
I mean, you sort of tamed expectations in your Monday press conference, and you said you weren't going to worry about the scoreboard. I mean, based on your confidence and what you thought this game was going to look like, how did it kind of play out?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I tell them another.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to kick their ass, and I thought we had an opportunity to do that. And I'm always going to build these guys up, and I'm going to have a confidence that and a swagger that they're going to be able to match and hopefully elevate. But there's things that are said in the locker room that are different to what I'm going to tell you. Unfortunately, Mike, I'm not going to give you all my secrets.
I totally understand that. I guess tell us about your first experience at Mackey Stadium and being the head coach of the Wolfpack. And there's a lot of folks that stuck around. We haven't seen that the last couple of years.
Yeah, no, it's an exciting game, and honestly, I really appreciate the fans that came out. The weather was a little sketchy.
August 24th.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. But yeah, I thought the students were awesome. I want to encourage them to keep coming out, and hopefully it's a product that they can continue to be proud of, and we'll notch some wins and give them something to celebrate. But I'll tell you one thing: the fans that were there, they were passionate and they were into it, and I totally appreciate that. And we just got to continue to build that get that wave going again and get Mackey rocking.
Taking your show on the road has challenges on its own. I guess in your experience, how do you travel well?
Well, I think everybody talks about it being a business trip and all that. I mean, I think it starts with having the operations people have the toughest job on road trips, right? The logistics of it, especially one like this where we're leaving on a Thursday to go to Montgomery. You got an hour drive on game day to Troy. There's a lot of moving parts on this, so we'll roll with the punches, man. Whatever adversity they throw at us, we'll be all right. We'll just kind of handle it the right way, and I think that starts with me not losing my mind if the bus is late or whatever. We just hey, that's okay.
Based on the early feedback we got from Wolfpack Nation, they seem really, really excited despite the loss. I guess your message to those folks, game 1 of 13 in the books, and just their message out to the Wolfpack.
Yeah, we got 6 more. We got 6 more home games, which is awesome. We get that bonus home game, and hopefully it was a product that they can be proud of and that they're excited about, and they'll want to come back and see more. So appreciate the support of those that came out yesterday. Like I said, the folks that were in the stands that braved the weather, man, they were into the game, and it was a fun environment.
Coming up on Wolfpack All Access, the Nevada soccer team starting the 2024 athletic season in style. We're checking in with the group, hoping to make some noise in the Mountain West in year 2 under Vanessa Valentine. That's next on Wolfpack All Access. Welcome back to Wolfpack All Access, presented by Champion Chevrolet. Mike Stephenson back here in our Nevada Sportsnet studio as we now check in on a program looking to ride some momentum. Last season, the Wolfpack soccer team reached the conference tournament for the first time in a decade. Now it is looking to parlay that into more in Season 2 under Vanessa Valentine. Here is Nevada Sportsnet's Shannon Kelly once again.
Year 2 of the Vanessa Valentine era is underway at Mackey Stadium for the Wolfpack women's soccer team. After a statement win against Kansas State, to open up the 2024 campaign. After collecting the most wins last season since 2015 and qualifying for the Mountain West tournament for the first time since 2013, this squad is hungry for more this year with a new standard set and the number 6 ingrained in their minds this season. For many reasons.
We don't want too much respect. We're going to come out here and still surprise a lot of people that are still, overlooking us just a little bit. So I was expecting the 6th place, but I was telling them that number 6 should be burned in their brains from last year finishing 6th place to this year being voted 6th place. Even though we made the Mountain West tournament last year, at the end of the day, we were still 6th place out of 12th, and that's not good enough for us. That's not a standard that we hold here. So us being voted, yeah, that was about right, but that's definitely not where we're expecting to end.
Everyone knows what the standard is based off of last season, and everybody's putting in that work every single day. But I also think that we have a really tight-knit group of girls, and I think that just goes a long way on a team sport because the closer the team is, the more cohesion they have playing on the field. So I'm just really excited that we have a tight group of girls that's all driven towards the same goal, so I think that that's kind of the recipe for success for us this year.
I have high standards for myself. I have high standards for this team. I want to see us, in the top 3 of our conference. I want to see us winning this Mountain West. I want to see us going to this NCAA tournament, and as crazy it seems, I know this team can do it. It's just we set our minds to it.
I think this team is capable of a lot this year. I think we're gonna surprise people, and I'm so excited to do that. Obviously the preseason poll came out and we're at 6, and we like to see that we're starting to earn a little bit more respect, but the work is nowhere near done at all. I think that we have so much in us.
In addition to a core of veteran players, which includes Galena High alum Lauren Muff, goalkeeper Allie Larkin, and 3-time All-Mountain West forward Emily Rich, Valentine adds 3 Division I transfers to the squad this year in Cassidy Bell, Gianna Hall, and Emily Collins. All 3 are expected to have a large impact on this year's squad. Reporting for Wolfpack All Access, I'm Shannon Kelly.
The Wolfpack turning some heads to open the season with an impressive 2-1 victory at Kansas State, Nevada's first victory over a power conference opponent since 2012. The Pack then returning home for its Mackey Stadium debut, another 2-1 win, this time over Southern Utah. Match 3 taking the silver and blue to Cal State Fullerton, where it was the home team Titans celebrating a win there. The Pack's next home match is September 12th when Nevada welcomes Idaho. Coming up on Wolfpack All Access, Nevada Sportsnet's Chris Murray sits down with Nevada Athletics Director Stephanie Rempe. But first, here is Chris with This Week in Wolfpack History.
On August 18, 2010, Nevada accepted an invitation into the Mountain West, paying a $900,000 exit fee to leave the WAC. It was a monumental moment for the Wolfpack, which in the WAC reached the 2004 Sweet 16 in men's basketball and finished 11th in the nation in football in 2010. But the move to the Mountain West kept the Wolfpack on an upward trajectory through Division I, after stops in the WAC, Big West, and Big Sky. Now entering its 13th season in the Mountain West, Nevada has won 10 conference championships in the league, including 4 in men's basketball and 3 in baseball. The Wolfpack's last Mountain West title came in April 2022 thanks to men's tennis. Despite constant realignment in college athletics, Nevada has a stable home in the Mountain West, at least for now.
What's your go-to hype song before a big game?
I don't have a specific song, but it's something to do with Rod Wave.
If you could have any superpower on the field, what would it be and why?
Super speed. Nobody can touch me. That's how I like to play.
It's a good one. Who is the funniest teammate in the locker room and why?
It got to be Kyle Woods. Kyle Woods and probably Xavier Red are top 1, top 2. They just have the energy every day, and they just jokes. They're always funny, everything they do.
What's your favorite cheat meal after a tough practice?
I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be the crazy deep fries. They're right there, the crazy fries. They go crazy. Those go crazy.
Those are pretty good. I've had them. And if you weren't playing football, what sport would you play?
I want to say basketball, but I'm a little too aggressive for that. I tried it when I was younger, but it'd probably be basketball. I'm a little too short, but I wish it would be us, but.
Great stuff there from Drew Watts, the Wolfpack's leader on defense, who apparently wishes he was a little bit taller. Welcome back to Wolfpack All Access, presented by Champion Chevrolet. I'm Mike Stephenson. As the Silver and Blue embarks on another athletic season, the pressure is on to claim the department's first Mountain West championship since 2022. Nevada Sportsnet's Chris Murray recently sat down with athletics director Stephanie Rempe as she embarks on her third year leading the pack.
What are some of your key initiatives for the 2024-25 season for Nevada Athletics?
So this is year 3. I am as excited this year as I have been at all for any previous year. What I'm most excited about is winning. It's as simple as that. And I know our soccer program already is demonstrating that they're going to win, and what they've done in 2 years with Vanessa, or a year, and this is her second season. Obviously, football is going to have success. Our new volleyball coach is doing things that we haven't done in a long time, and she's going to have success. And so it's really fun to watch programs build, but it's also fun to have some teams that are going to be competing for championships. I believe that they are.
So what other facilities kind of online for the upcoming year?
The Lannis building opens on September 9th. Super excited about that. That completely alters the experience of our men's and women's basketball players, right? They go from practice, game day, they don't have to go home. They can eat there, they can hang out there, in between classes, all of those things. It's, brings the program together. It's fantastic. Super excited about that. Baseball, Piccoli has a new turf that's going in, and it's a Don Weir Field. So right now the turf is lifted up, and they're working on the drainage, and then we're going to have a brand new turf, which will be beautiful. And then Tom Dolan locker room. So we're renovating the inside of the locker room, which those are exciting. We are still working on the field house. Super excited about the progress we've made there. By October, we expect to have a pretty close to shovel-ready design. And then once we know the cost and the financing, we're going to figure out a way to get that done. It is critical for our ability to make a statement about our commitment to athletics, and being able to show this community that that's something that we can get done after talking about it for 20 or 30 years.
Favorite thing about being Nevada's athletic director now that you're 24 months into this tenure, a little bit past 24 months?
Probably working on our campus. Our campus is beautiful. We have a pretty remarkable leadership team that the president has assembled, and anybody who gets an opportunity to work for President Sandoval, I don't know if there's anything better.
Biggest challenge you've faced, I guess, as you try and build this thing up to be a Mountain West top-tier athletic department, which I think is kind of the stated goal from everybody.
Resources, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, just having the resources, and we need to do our part. Campus continues to step up and support us. The president made it clear he wants to get us to the median of the conference for campus support. We're not there yet, but we're working very hard to get there. And so we're going to continue to grow our revenue. We have to. So that's what's going to get us to the next level, is continuing to grow our revenue and invest in what we have. And
so as you start this athletic season, I guess let's flash forward to May when it's over. How will you define a successful 2024-25 for the Wolfpack?
Well, I sure would like a couple Mountain West championships.
Okay.
That's what I am hoping to experience, is a significant step up in wins, and I think there are several of our programs that are going to have some great wins, and of course graduating our student athletes and make sure they have a good experience, of course.
Thank you, Chris, and many thanks to Stephanie Rempe for stopping by. We have more with Nevada's AD at nevadasportsnet.com. In the meantime, coming up, we'll wrap a bow on the season's first installment of Wolfpack All Access. That's next. Welcome back to Wolfpack All Access, presented by Champion Chevrolet. The University of Nevada wants to see you at Mackey Stadium Saturday, September 7th, as the Wolfpack's second home game brings Georgia Southern into town with a 4 o'clock kickoff. They'll be celebrating the 30th anniversary of the 1994 Big West champion football team. Tickets are only $20, so get yours by visiting NevadaWolfpack.com or calling 775-348-PACK. If you want to hit that game, plus you're a pickleball fan and you need a branded paddle, the Wolfpack has a perfect deal for you. Get your Volair pickleball paddle and a game ticket by visiting fivo-enterprise.com/event/pickleball24. We also want to let you know Nevada Sportsnet will be your television home for Nevada's game against Eastern Washington. So if you can't make it to Mackey Stadium, catch our broadcast on Saturday, September 21st, as the Wolfpack and the Eagles battle at noon. That is it for episode number 1. We'll see you next week on Wolfpack All Access presented by Champion Chevrolet. But don't forget to join us weeknights on NSN Tonight. It airs at 6, 8, and 10 over on Nevada Sportsnet. In the meantime, from our NSN studio, I'm Mike Stephenson saying so long, friends.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.